CG went on record saying that they're not going to balance Datacrons. Let's test that. That's right, everyone. For today's video, we are going to be breaking down some pretty wild capabilities for these new Datacrons in set 1 and some pretty early combos that are popping up that are bringing some crazy results, crushing JMK cat teams like they were nothing. But also, in case you're worried about this as the opposing side, one way that you can block things pretty effectively. For today, we have two sides of the same coin. We have the stun loops coming from Aayla Sakura, in this case under Jedi Master Luke lead. On the other we have Second Sister, in this case under Grand Inquisitor. I did try without Grand Inquisitor, although I guess at this point, if you have Relic Inquisitors, you would probably have him anyway. But yeah, without Grand Inquisitor, it doesn't really seem to work. Torment is a huge help for being able to blast through General Kenobi teams very easily, and so we will be sticking towards those two lines. Now, first things first, I want to say I think JML is the clear winner here, unless you're, just happy to have a good new use for your Inquisitors. For me, I think I want them in my Lord Vader team still for now, at least while the team is doing so insanely well. And so, Jedi Master Luke against JMK Cat was one of those teams that always felt like the holy grail if you could do it without Jedi Knight Revan and Jedi Knight Luke, right? Those are two characters that you can use to counter another Galactic Legend without using your own GL. And so if Jedi Master Luke could go fully independent, that was a huge, huge keystone. And yeah, with the power of the Datacron, that is now possible, and it is hilariously easy. This is mostly using the fact that JML lead uses, the granted ability, which counts as a special, which counts as a stun, and using Aayla Sakura's special move also counts as a stun, of course. And then you have a basic, which also has a pretty high chance of stunning. I think usually you're looking at about an 85% chance, assuming that she has enough crit chance in her mods. So you have a not fully infinite, but near infinite loop against the average JMK cat team that you're going to come up against. For the Inquisitor side of the coin, the team itself has had a bit of a rocky launch, in major part due to the fact that the team has a couple of major bugs that we are waiting on to get fixed. Luckily for them, this Datacron is so stupidly powerful for them that it really just kicks them into overdrive and lets them do some crazy work here. It is a lot of extra turns, and all of those extra turns are, making extra use of that Torment, really just letting you batter down a team very, very effectively. And then once you're through General Kenobi, you have full access to just keep the rest of the board stun locked while you're actively just killing them. The point where Cat can never actually get a nuke off in the first place. It is a huge quality of life for the team. Obviously temporary, but hopefully by that time the bugs will be fixed, and then we can look at the squad as a proper entity in itself. Now, for the worried crowd, if you have a JMK cat and you are clutching on for dear life, what is he going to do? I have found that Padme is not a perfect block, but she is such an effective block. Almost completely blocks the Inquisitors. I think even if they can get through her, which takes a really long time, it seems like a very, very high likeliness of a timeout. JML also has some pretty major difficulties to the point where, you could be doing this near infinite combo for 2 to 3 minutes, make one mistake, or Master Kenobi pops ult, and suddenly your team's dead. So it's a very crazy dynamic fight, and things still have a little bit of room to be ironed out, I think, on both sides. There's a little bit more tricks that Master Kenobi will have up his sleeve, I'm sure. But also, this is actually surprisingly pretty execution heavy when you're up against Padme. So Master Luke, I think, still has a long way to go in terms of solving that fight. But the fight against non-Padme is honestly just so face roll that you can really just get away with mashing buttons keep up your Aayla loops, and it is wild. So yeah, we have the footage for you here ready to go. I don't have a whole lot of time to break things down in depth, but here you go. Enjoy.